So Andy is tired because he has been working all day. I think we've done this part. Yeah. But once again, so by 1960, most of Britain's old colonies had to become independent. We've done this before. So by 1960, most of Britain's old colonies had to become independent. Why? Because it's before 1960, before sometime in the past, they had become. Or you say, Andy's tired because all day, for the past 5-6 hours, for all day, he's been working all day. Now, David broke his leg when he... Oh, maybe we... So you're saying that we haven't done this. Okay, so anyways, it's good to have a look because this was the key. So Andy's tired because he has been working all day. Like I told you once, if you have something like all day, all evening, all week, it's has been doing something, or if it's in the past, had been doing something. Oh, I'm so tired, I've been working all day. I'm so tired, I've been cooking all day. She has been on the phone all evening. Somebody tell her to stop. All day, all morning, all evening. By 1960, most of Britain's old colonies had become independent. Not became. David broke his leg when he was skiing when he broke his leg, right? You can say it both ways. David was skiing when he broke his leg, right? Or he broke his leg when he was skiing. Now, did you have a nice time in Rome? You have in Rome. You finished your homework yet? What do we say? Have you finished your homework yet? Because we have yet. Have you finished your homework yet? Have you called Jack yet? He be at his computer for 6 hours. For 6 hours. What do we need? At his computer for 6 hours. So he has been at his computer for 6 hours. For 6 hours, he has been at his computer. How long have you had that car? How long have you had that car? I've had this car for... How long have you had this car? So if there's a car and I can see it, I would say, how long have you had this car? I've had this car for 10 years, 2 years, 3 years.
This example with the computer is when he's still on the computer.
Yeah.
And when he's not on the computer yet, then it is the phrase, he was at his computer for 6 hours.
He spent 6 hours. He spent 6 hours behind his computer.
Okay.
But if I want to say before something else, then I should say he had.
He had been working.
He had been working at his computer. On his computer all day when I showed up, when Jack came. He had been working for 6 hours when I... So how long have you had that car? How many people died in the fire yesterday? Because died yesterday. How many people died in the fire yesterday? Sounds good, right? I don't know much about art, but I like some artists. I don't know much about art, yeah, but I like some artists. I wait here for ages when finally the bus arrived. I have been waiting for ages when the bus finally arrived. So I wait here when finally the bus arrived. If I say I've been waiting here for 2 hours and there is no bus, There has been no bus, or there's no bus. And I've been waiting for 2 hours. But I had been waiting here for ages when finally the bus arrived. I had been waiting for ages, means for a long time. I was waiting for the bus when I saw Peter. I was waiting for the bus when John called. Yeah? I received the postcard from Jane yesterday. Does it sound right? What happened yesterday? I received the postcard from Jane yesterday. I've been correcting papers all morning. I'm exhausted. As a teacher, I have been correcting papers all morning. Again, you see all morning means I'm still correcting in all morning. I have never sailed. What's it like to sail? I have never sailed before. It was late. Most of the shops were closed. It was raining when I got up this morning. It was raining when I got up this morning. Janet will start a new job in September, or next September. Nellie is having a great time in New York at the moment. Right now, she's in New York having a good time. She's having a good time in New York. She was cooking dinner when we arrived. She has just come back from a Mediterranean cruise. She has just come back. Now here, my husband, free for most of the afternoon. What should I say? Is free most of the afternoon? My husband is free for most of the afternoon for a long time, for 5 hours.
He
Has been free. Yeah? My husband has been free for most of the afternoon. The children were tired because they swim in the pool all afternoon. Now this is in the past. So if I say the children are tired because they have been swimming in the pool all afternoon. When it's in the past, what should I say? They had been swimming. Because they had been swimming in the pool all afternoon. Make sense? So the children were tired because they had been swimming in the pool all afternoon. Does it make sense? They go to spend 6 weeks in the US. To spend, so it's in the future. They're going to spend. Go. They're going to spend 6 weeks in the USA. It's their plan. They want to do it. We can use the car I repaired it, or I have repaired it. Which one? I have repaired it. I have repaired the car. We can now use it. Because I have repaired it. Why? I repaired it yesterday, and what? I'm telling you that now we can use the car. It's repaired. It's been repaired by me. I have repaired it. I have repaired the car. It's okay now. I have fixed it. We were tired because we to a party the night before. Again, we were in the past, before the past. So before some time in the past. So we were tired because we to a party the night before.
When?
We were tired because we went to a party the night before. I was tired last night because I went to the party the night before last night. What is the tense we use for something before something else in the past?
Had.
Past perfect. So, what? Had be? Had been. We were tired because we had been to a party the night before. Last night I was tired because I had not slept enough the night before. I was really tired last night because I hadn't slept Too late for the train. We, too late for the train. It had just left. We were too late for the train. We were too late for the train. It had just left. Make sense? Or no?
I said it when.
Yeah. We were too late for the train. Yuko? I was too late for the train. It had already left. When I got to the airport, I realized I forgot my passport. I got to the airport, I realized I
Forgotten.
had forgotten.
Had forgotten.
Yuko, doesn't make sense? When I got to the airport, I realized that I had forgotten my passport. Means before that, I had forgotten my passport. When I got to the airport, I realized that I had forgotten my passport. As soon as we had dinner. As soon as they arrived, we had dinner. As soon as they arrived. As soon as they arrived. In the past, as soon as they arrived. As soon as you finish, we can leave. As soon as you have finished, or as soon as you finish. If it's now, as soon as is important. So if I say as soon as you finish, as soon as you finish, or you have finished, we can leave. As soon as you finish, or as soon as you have finished, we can leave. As soon as you finish, as soon as you have finished, we can leave. When they were driving home last night, they saw a terrible accident, right? Correct? When I was driving home, I saw, right? You, Carl?
Yeah.
Makes sense? Where live now? Robert, where? So can I say where are you living? Or do I say where do you live? So where does Robert live now? Correct? Does it make sense? Yeah? Who Mandy talked to? Who is Mandy talking to? Right? Who is he talking to? Now, this time some of the people in this room to their home countries. This time tomorrow, this time next week, this time next year, some of the people in this room to their home countries will travel, will traveling, will be traveling, will have traveled. Will. This time next week, I'll swim. I'll be swimming. This time tomorrow, some of the people in this room will be traveling to their home countries, right? Remember, if you ever see like this time, either next week, tomorrow, next month, next year, this time next year, I'll be doing something. Yeah. This time next year, I'll be having a good time in California. Augusto couldn't open the classroom door. Because one of the other students locked from the inside had what? He couldn't open the door because another student had locked it from inside. Does it make sense or no? No? I couldn't open the door because Claudia had locked the door. Before that. Now, I couldn't open the door because Claudia, holding the door from the other side, was holding the door.
Every time.
Augusto couldn't open the classroom door, so every day, even when it's raining heavily, Henry, for an early morning run before eating breakfast. Is going every day. So Henry, every day you go.
Goes.
Why don't you answer then? So Henry goes for an early morning run before eating breakfast. It's every day. At the moment means now, an exercise in order to review. I'm doing. This is very easy, right? I'm doing an exercise in order to review the English verb tenses that I have learned. Before people landed on the moon in 1969, some people that the moon was made of cheese. Some people believed. We don't say had believed. By Christmas, all of the students in our class to their countries. By Christmas, it's a by sometime in the future. Like by sometimes in the past, sometime in the past is past perfect. Like by 6 p.m. last night, I had finished all my homework. Now, by Christmas in the future, all of the students in our class will have what? Returned. Will have returned. So will have returned. By Christmas, all of the students in our class will have returned to their countries. Right? Will have returned. By 6 o'clock this evening, I will have finished my homework. This is Javi's last week at the school. So, goodbye to all his new friends for the last 3 days. So for the last 3 days, since 3 days ago until now, he's been saying goodbye. He's been saying goodbye to all his new friends for the last 3 days. Yeah? So he's been saying goodbye. I'm sorry I can't come to your party tomorrow night because dinner with Christina and Samara. Maybe I can come along afterwards. I'm sorry I can't come to your party tomorrow night. I will have had. I'm having, right? I'm having dinner. I'm having dinner with. What are you doing tomorrow night? I'm having dinner with Christina and whatever. I'm having dinner with Christina and Samara. Yeah? That makes sense? What are you doing tomorrow night? So far during her time at International House Bristol, to 6 pancake parties and 15 barbecues. Came, comes, has come, has been coming. To 6 pancake parties and 15 so far means until now. Has come, right? So during her time at International House Bristol, sure, whatever her name is, Jane, has come to 6 pancake parties. Right? So far, Yuko has visited so many places in Toronto so far in her stay. At 6 o'clock this morning, most of us were asleep in bed, but Athir for today's grammar. So we were in bed, but she or he, At 6 o'clock I was asleep, but Claudia was running on the treadmill or in her dreams. She was
When?
at 6 o'clock this morning.
Oh, was it a dream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 10 p.m. last night, Yuko was maybe studying English? No. What was Yuko doing? 10 p.m. last night. So it's 6 o'clock this morning. Most of us were asleep in bed, but Athir was studying. For today's grammar, correct? This is the second to last question in this set of questions. In 2 minutes time, and then you will find out your score. You will have finished. So in 2 minutes time, after 2 minutes, you will have finished. When Elisabetta, for her morning lesson, the teacher was collecting homework from the other students. When she, for her morning lesson, arrived, was arriving, had arrived. When Elizabeth, for her morning lesson, the teacher was collecting the homework from other students. When she, Yuko?
Arrived.
When she arrived? Okay, so this is good. We did some exercises. And of course, a lot more to come.